Number 25, Corey Hall. Number 27, Michael Oakland Street. Number 28, Craig Cox. Number 30, David Kehoe. Number 31, Ben Smith. The St. Sorters. Number 2, Parker Cushman. Number 5, Garrett Bouchard. Number 8, Ian Potts. Number 9, Beth Munkin. Number 10, Max Wall. Number 11, Ryan Patel. Number 12, Stephen Bishara. Number 19, Eli Taylor. Number 23, Emilio Posse. Number 29, Kevin Broughton. Number 1, Rex Alfred. Assistant coach by Jack Wood. Assistant by Jack O'Donnell. Mauricio Pava, Will Side, and John Sexton. At this time, we begin the free drive for the National Selector.
Camera audio's on. Not in the... Call right here. What? Call right here. We apologize for the audio issues we were having. Welcome to this VISAA final. St. Christopher's versus Trinity. And Harris, this is going to be a great game.
Yes, sir. We're excited to get into the action here. St. Christopher's played Trinity 3 times this season.
Yeah. At Knowles Field, the Saints took a 2-1 win on an Ian Cox winner in the 82nd minute. At Trinity, these two teams tied 2-2. In the Meadow Classic, Trinity won in penalties. This is going to be a really good game. This is a good run for the Saints, and Kyan Patel.
Trying to get across.
Patel's going to get it in.
And
Cox from way outside.
And it's ricocheted off a Trinity defender. And that will be a corner for the Saints, I believe.
Ian Cox is a big guy the Saints are missing. And Potomac. Ian's a Sewanee commit. He's a great player. It hurt us against Potomac on Wednesday night to not have him out there. But Saints are missing a key player. Is senior defender Cameron King is out tonight. So that's a huge loss for the Saints. Unfortunate for Cameron that he can't play in what would have been his final game as a Saint. But still been a great career for Cameron. And hopefully the Saints can win this game for him. This is going to be a corner for the Saints. It'll be Beck Mumford taking it.
Early goal here as in the 7th.
Mumford gets it in for Broussard. They're going to call him offsides. So it'll be Trinity ball.
The clock on the screen might be a little deceptive for the viewers right now. It's actually about 2 minutes behind the game.
Yeah, we apologize about that.
We had a plethora of issues occurring before we started.
Yeah.
I would like to thank Edison Plumby, who has followed the Saints all throughout this soccer tournament here on play-by-play. Andrew O'Leary doing CPU and Winston Morris doing camera.
We have a goal kick for Trinity. They're going to get this one away. Be up around midfield.
And that is Manoli working on getting it by.
It's going to be Saints ball.
Yep. That is kicked in by DeCosmo, and I believe
that's Ian Cox.
Yeah.
Between the posts for the Titans, it's going to be Mitchell Kugelman. And for the Saints, Rex Alfin. There's a cross in for Broussard. Nothing going up.
Trinity will get the ball. They're trying to make something out of it.
Colin Flood.
Saints will kick that out of bounds. Great in DeCosmo there. Number 2, great defensive play for the Saints.
Number 10, Colin Flood, is a player to watch for Trinity. When we played them back at Knowles Field, at Jacobs Field, he was the guy, we called out his name a lot. He made some big plays for them. I believe he did have their 1 goal that game, so look for him to try to make an impact tonight. He's a senior, so tonight will be his final game for the Titans. So
yeah, that's something you should.
Here is Flood, tries to cross it in.
Saints defense
and cleared out by Mumford. And Eli Taylor, some contact there. They're going to call a free kick for the Titans. Interesting call here. Only 9 minutes into this game, and it's a big opportunity for Trinity.
The seniors here especially going to be hungry. This is the last game. Most of them will play except for the few that are going on for a potential college career. No ex-Alphen signed.
Yeah, he signed with Bucknell last week. So that was right before the semifinal game where he pitched another clean sheet.
Hoping this doesn't go in. Working on it, making.
Maybe Flood taking the free kick. Probably from about. It's on goal, but nothing going. Seth Malinsky tried to get it, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Saints.
Sigh of relief from Saints fans there. They are great showing for both student sections. Blackout on the St. Chris and a green out caution type theme going on over at Trinity's student section. So expect a lot of support and cheering and a very energetic game from both teams.
You need to talk over here because the computers are going
to goal kick for Alfin.
Just face this way when you talk. You good?
Alfin is going to get it away for up around midfield. Saints will regain possession. It's Matt Sovich, some physical play there. Parker Cushman will get possession back for the Saints, and they're going to immediately give it away. Good attempt on a through ball there, but Rex Alphen is going to take it in.
This has been a very aggressive game from both teams. I've seen a lot more pushing and a lot more effort from both teams starting off. It's been a back and forth game, not really any time to settle in or try any passing sort of setup set either team might have practiced, but rather a back and forth battle here just to get shots off, let alone.
Here's a through ball for Sovich.
And he gets it.
Try to fight for position, but it's going to be, let's see what the call is.
Goal
It's going to be a goal kick for the Titans.
Should be interesting. Both teams not only have really good scores, but are also known for their defense. I mean, St. Chris is missing the presence of Cameron King, but a Noli, Stephen Bishara, and Beckett, I believe, has entered the field. All great defense for Saints. So look to see several of them step up here.
There's a goal kick. It's going to go up around midfield. Wise is going to get it to Broussard, but he just whiffed on it. Tough break there for the Saints. It's looking like they're going to give him a free kick. Not maybe a handball on Broussard there.
Not quite sure what that happened. This is the final 3 games played here on at City Stadium. We had the Division 3 and the Division 2 game before. And the last game it was a 2-1 win for
Christchurch.
the Christchurch Seahorses at the last minute. We got to see the end of the game there. Very exciting. Both teams scored in the last 14 minutes. So we do not know the results of the other game, but so this is not the first time.
Near disaster there for the Saints as that pass was nearly stolen and would have led to a 1-0 with the keeper. Here's a pretty good run for Sovich.
He keeps it in bounds, though. Trinity's going to pick that off.
Tried to lob it up, but nothing going.
To be out of bounds on Trinity.
So the person with substitution number 6, Jack Clincher, a 14
Thank you all for tuning in to this game.
As Jack Bleacher comes on, senior captain Jared Broussard's going to come off.
Jack Bleacher's a sophomore. He made varsity last year as a freshman. Got quite a bit of playing time. Expect to see some great things from him. Pretty good underclassmen presence on this team. We have, I believe, 4 freshmen and 5 sophomores. Stephen Bashar, Jack Bleacher, Ben Smith, and Dougie Boardman as backup keepers. Max Mumford was called up from JV.
Here's a cross into the box. Nothing going, though, for the Titans. Saints are going to try to clear it out.
Was Noli on the clear there.
Here's Eli Taylor. He had 2 goals in the quarterfinal versus O'Connell. That led the Saints to a 3-0 win. Wes Wise had the other. Wise also had the only goal in a 1-0 Saints win last Wednesday night right here at City Stadium. That was against Potomac. Wise headed in a free kick that was from, I believe, Grayson DeCosmo. Headed in a free kick with about 6 minutes left in the game that gave the Saints a 1-0 lead that they held on to. So if the Saints want to win this game, Wes Wise is probably going to make a big impact in that, as he's been their best player all year. And if he's not state player of the year, I don't know who would be. Wes leads the team, 27 goals, 7 assists. He's been incredible all year. And if the Saints are going to win this game, they're going to want a big impact out of him to do that.
Yep. I believe, as you said last game, any team could take it home. It's not like one team has a massive advantage, so expect to be lots of...
There's the Posse's. Shut down that run. Titans are going to get it right back.
But expect a lot
physical
of
play there.
Back and forth.
To Cosmo.
Here at this game. Trinity upset Collegian to 1-4, though. I'm not sure how much of an upset besides seeding alone it was, as Trinity was #1 in the state for the first several weeks of the rankings. So I think there was a little bit of them coming back to prove that they were not a team to be forgotten about, and they're going to come here too. Several very close games versus them, as Edison was saying earlier. So expect to see.
Here's a run for the Saints. Sovic tried to create something, but nothing really going there.
Trinity defense is really working here, but Saints' aggressiveness and determination, I think, as well as some great skill set, a great keeper, some great defense, and some really good attack will.
To Cosmo tried to lob it over to Sovic, but Titans are gonna. Let's see. Titans will not. Ball still up for grabs. Let's see. Eli Taylor's going to keep it in bounds. Saints are going to take possession here.
I think we're seeing some of this aggressiveness here. Neither team is going to go down without a fight. Student sections egging each one of them on as well. So very, very
Taylor going to get it to Ian Cox. Like you mentioned, Saints were missing him on Wednesday. Here's Wes Wise. Through ball to Sovic.
And that's
Sovic tries to cross it in.
I think, though. I think there's a flag over here calling it offsides. Not. I think that might have been offsides, so it's on the very edge. Trinity starting up the good old chant, if you can't do that. I expect we'll hear a lot of that. St. Chris student section started it up after some aggressiveness. The Trinity section has responded with that after turnovers for us. Just some stats to go through that Coach Wood has been kind enough to gift us. Rex Alphen has 57 saves.
Here's a decent look for the Saints to Cosmo. Tries to get it to Taylor. It's going to be intercepted by the Titans, though.
That goes out of bounds.
Don't just read off stats unless it's like actively relevant.
Beck Mumford re-entering the Beck Mumford into the field. Jeff Facade re-entering the field. Taking off Matt Solvage and I think that's Eli, maybe?
Ian Cox.
Ian.
We apologize about the clock. It is about 2 minutes behind.
We will try to get that straightened for the second half.
Second half will be good, but
Trinity mobbed by St. Chris defenders that looked like a 1v3.
That's going to be a cross into the box. Good look there for the Titans, but
Manoli,
still alive.
Manoli really just pushed the Saints out of the hot seat there.
Yeah, great job by Manoli to clear that one out. It'll still be a throw for Trinity. Charlie Kemp's going to be throwing it in.
Manoli's a three-sport athlete, being an excellent squash and lacrosse player as well. So expect to hear his name on future streams as we go through the year, but great shot, athleticism, and the determination.
Headed out by Taylor. As Broussard gets into it, they're going to let him play. Jarrett Broussard tries to make a run. He's going to get it to Wes Wise. Leading goal scorer for the Saints, 27th goal. Tries to get a through ball in. I believe that's to Bowen Hall. But good defense there by the Titans. Eli Taylor applying some pressure. Here's a good run for Trinity. Grady Lang.
And Manoli get it.
Rex Alphen keeps it out. What a save by Rex Alphen. He's going to be playing for Bucknell next year. It's his final game with the Saints, and he makes a big play there to keep the Titans off the board.
That was an absolutely great save there. Barely got his hands on it, but just enough to put it out of the way. Stop the ball from rolling any.
Here's another run for Lang. Great defense there from the Saints.
Beckett, Schofield, I think there.
I believe that was Schofield and Lupasi in on that one. They're just going to clear it out. They're going to try to get to Broussard.
Beckett is a junior, so expect to hear him a lot next year as Noli and Cameron will graduate this year, so Becca and I believe Steven probably will be leading the charge as Saint defense.
Here's another good run for the Titans.
They are not going to let the Saints off easy. Saints will...
I believe that was Bowen Hall in on that one.
Bowen Hall, number 25. Hard to quite make out the numbers from up here. Pretty cold night though, no wind chill, so not probably optimal soccer conditions, but
here's a good run for the Titans.
I believe
that cross was a little bit off.
Plus some,
it was in for Brady Lang, but
coverage.
Lucky call there for the Saints, as it looked like there's a little bit of a shove from DeCosmo, but no call, and it'll be a goal kick for Alphen.
Saints hoping to get some more shots off. We saw this in the first bit of the game. Saints really got some possessions and attempts, I would like to say. Not some of the greatest shots we've seen this season, but certainly
there's some physical play. Let's see. It's gonna go against the Titans, and it'll be a free kick for the Saints.
Titans do not look happy, both in the student section on the field.
That was the correct call.
Yeah. In a game where you have both teams being really aggressive, we might see some yellow cards now. I know that some people, since this is the last game of the season, aren't as afraid to maybe play a little extra aggressive, but
Cosmo's going to cross it in. Mumford applying some pressure. He's pushed. Wow.
No call.
Physical play there, but no call. That would have been a penalty for the Saints, but
I think that, not sure if that was the right call.
Oof.
I mean, it was not intentional.
I think the ref's logic right there was, I think they were thinking that the ball was already out of bounds, because, I mean, if that ball was in bounds, I don't know how you can let them get away with that.
Yeah, I think it was mainly because it wasn't intentional. I think if there had, because it kind of looked like he was backing.
That's not the reason.
Well, yeah.
If it's unintentional, you're still gonna get a you're still gonna get a foul for in the box there. Maybe not a card, but
no, I don't think
they're gonna head it up for Broussard.
Oh, both teams playing aggressive.
It was wise.
Trinity's going to boot that down the field.
A good run here for the Titans.
Saints defense will hold that out. Bailey keeping it inbounds. And that will be out.
A throw for Trinity.
Throw. Just a throw. Saints.
They're going to try to get this one in for Flood,
Trinity,
I believe.
Fans
Bouchard is going to clear it out.
Forcing the Trinity even farther up the field, though still they're throwing. Though I think Saints are little by little chipping away at their offense, pushing them back.
So there's a throw that was a little bit off target, so it'll be a goal kick for Alphen.
Expects some great things out of Alphen today. Wes Wise, Jet Broussard, Ian Cox, Grayson DeCosmo. I mean, all of them have led so far as team leaders. Beck, Mumford, Kine, Patel as well.
As here's a header. It was a little bit off target. That they tried to get that one in. I believe that's Flood waiting down there, but it'll be off target, so it'll be a throw for Alphen. He's going to get it to Lupasi. He makes a man miss. Noli Lupasi here. Pretty good run. He's going to get it to Kine Patel. Patel.
Oh, a little bit of misjudged, and that's out of bounds.
Yeah, it looked like Patel got a little bit over anxious there. Tried to put a little bit too much power on that outside cut, so
yeah,
it'll be a throw for Trinity.
He might have been looking for someone, but misjudged. I'm not sure. So Edison, I know that you've covered quite a few of these latest soccer games for St. Chris. What do you think from the previous successes so far this tournament is going to allow them to win?
So I think the first thing that's going to need to happen is Rex is going to have to put up another great game. He hasn't allowed a goal so far this tournament. He's been incredible. My next point was that Wes Wise is going to have to make a big impact. As you see him get the ball right there, but ended up being nothing. As here's a decent run for the Titans, and looks like Mumford fell down, maybe tripped on his own feet. So they're just going to lob that one in. As
Manoli will get that. Manoli Lapasi. I call him Manoli. Some calls him Lapasi. Same athlete, for those of you guess. Trinity throwing. St. Chris student section not going to let him have a clean and easy.
it'll be another throw for Trinity.
Bowen Ball there on the sidelines did not look particularly happy about that call.
There's some nice defense there from Cox. It's going to force him to lob back out towards the middle of the field.
I think this great
Liam Smith, he's going to cross it into the box. Nothing going, however.
And
maybe.
I believe they're letting the subs themselves.
Yeah, I believe they're going to call an offsides on Trinity, so the subs are going to be coming in.
See on the subs, I see Kellen Welch.
We may have a player injured, as it looks like someone
Osman?
is running out to the field right now. And they're definitely not dressed to play.
I think they're checking in and they're checking in on him. They're going to take him out.
It's number 8, Jack Fannin.
He had a pretty good game. Not sure if he needed to go out. He did not look happy about going out. But Trinity section starting up a good let him play. He does not look happy at all.
I believe it was something with the officials, as they said it was an official substitution, and now he's getting talked to by the coaches. So maybe he said something a little unfit to the officials, and they just wanted to lay down the iron hammer.
Yeah, not quite sure what happened there.
Block.
Here's a
ball.
decent
Trinity's
run for
going to
the
get it.
Titans. It's going to be cleared out by Cushman. Here's Eli Taylor. Taylor's going to try to get it to Mumford, but nothing going, so he'll just give it back. Here's Broussard. Jarrett Broussard playing in his final game as a Saint. Here's Wes Wise. Wise tried to make a run, and he couldn't get anywhere.
Trinity will boot that back down the field, right to St. Chris's way to things. Trinity trying to apply some pressure to Rex.
There's a little push there on Patel, but no call.
I think we
Kellen Welch, the junior, is going to steal that one away.
looked like it might have been out. Not sure though. We have a little bit
Here's
of
Broussard. Jarrett Broussard's going to try to make a play here. He's going to try to get it to Cox, but they were a little bit off. So
that will be out on Trinity. Saints throwing.
yeah, we're approaching 10 minutes left here. There's a complete whiff there by Beck Mumford. This one's going to be launched. That's going into the stands. Lupasi's going to come back in. Bashar is going to come off.
Nolly has put up a great effort so far this game. We've seen him do a lot. Stephen Bashara, though, I mean, he's a sophomore and already has proven himself to be a fantastic defensive player for the Saints, really stepping up this game with the absence of Cameron King, which that is called out on the Saints. I believe that was Beck Mumford trying to get through. 2v1 though. seen several of these great players just get swarmed by the other defense and not have any help outside, so just lose it. Kellen Welch there is going to force Trinity to regroup a little bit across half line.
So Oliver Sampson, he's going to try to make a play, but Patel's going to have it. He gets it to Cox, who tries to get it back to Patel. It'll be stolen by the Titans. Here's a good run for Trinity.
St. Chris keeps getting it out, and Trinity keeps putting it back.
Patel's trying to get it away. He's going to get possession. He's going to try to get it to Wes Wise, but the through ball was ineffective there.
Both teams have done a pretty good job of keeping it online in these.
Cox, he gets it to Taylor.
Big boots.
He tries to get it to Beck Mumford. He gets it to Broussard. Yeah. Jared Broussard with a little bit of a lane.
Stop by dive. Great play there.
Charlie Kemp there on the slide tackle. Very good play. Great move there by Flood.
Flood is a lot like Wes Wise in the fact that he's great at dodging and getting shots up. Do you know what that call was?
I do not. I believe it was a foul on the Saints.
Trinity starting up the good old "we can't hear you" chant. You might be able to hear it in the background. Saints responding by.
They're gonna cross this one into the box.
Oh, that's a scary play there for the Saints, though.
Yeah.
Combination of Rex Alphen's skill and then some support from his defense. It's gonna let him get the ball. About 8 minutes left. 7 minutes left in this half. Still 0-0. We've seen several attempts on goal. Some of them close. None of them fall off, but I don't think any of them were close enough to cause
Wise
much
going
pain.
to head it up for Broussard. There's Eli Taylor. He had 2 goals the semifinal against O'Connell. He gets it to Mumford. Wes Wise puts it in! Wes Wise! 1-0 Saints! Wes Wise has done it all year, and in his final game with the Saints, puts him on top 1-0 here in the 34th minute.
And the Saints go ecstatic. The student section is roaring. The student section absolutely just going wild. The whole team there absolutely ecstatic. This puts the Saints in a much better position. A 1-0 lead.
That's been the recipe for success all year. Those headers from Wes Wise, and here in the biggest game of the season, puts the Saints up 1-0 in the 34th minute.
Harris. Just for future goal calls, just let me know. Okay, so we don't have to everybody. Yeah.
Too excited.
What a pass there from Beck Mumford, and what a finish from Wes Wise. His 28th goal of the season comes in the biggest stage, as just before halftime, he puts the Saints up 1-0.
That will be Wes's 28th goal of the season.
Here's another good run for the Saints. They tried to get it to Taylor, but good defense from the Titans. Here's a good run for Trinity. Here's Flood. Gets it back. Bad pass there. Reed Bacon. He's going to get it. Good defense there. Eli Taylor's done it all this year. Like I mentioned, those 2 goals against O'Connell.
Great, it's not sure. I think it was Jed that got the final assist, but great effort there on the last goal.
Yeah, how fitting is it that is fine? Here's actually a good run for the Titans.
Manoli there on that stop.
Manoli's been great this game as well. Just going to clear it out. But as I was saying, how fitting is it that in his final game as a Saint, the biggest game of the season, Wes Wise is the one to put the Saints up 1-0. As he's been incredible all year. It's like we mentioned, 28th goal of the year. And like I said earlier, I mean, if he's not the state player of the year, I don't know who is. He's done it all for the Saints, and we would not be playing here right now if it wasn't for him. Here's Kellen Welch. He's going to get it to the Cosmo. Grayson to Cosmo. Gets it to Eli Taylor. He's going to give it back to Ian Cox. Taylor, good run there. A little bit of contact, no call.
Trinity will get the ball back, quickly stopped by the Saints.
This one's going to be hit up in the air. That one's going to be kicked way up into the stands.
Woo!
Oh, no, didn't even go in the stands, just way up in the air, but...
Barely made it out of bounds.
So we're at the 36th minute here. 1-0 lead for the Saints. They played very well so far. Obviously, Wes had that one goal. We thank you all for tuning in to this great championship match so far. And we hope you stay with us, as this is going to be a very entertaining final, about 43 minutes. As here's a good run from Wise. Wes Wise with a 5-on-1. Wes Wise tries to make something happen.
Keep the ball. A 1v6. That was just absurd there. Dribbling and ball handling by Wes.
As that one's gonna go out of bounds. It'll be a throw for Trinity.
Subbins, Jet Bassard in the field. Tyler Overstreet, I believe, re-entering the field. Steven Bashara, I believe I see going in over there. So, I think the Saints will be able to sub in some people here, trying to keep everyone fresh for the game. Glad to see some of the players back, as last week we had some illness that was keeping some players from playing, not putting everyone at the 100% capacity, so...
Yeah, Saints still aren't 100% as we are without Cameron King, the senior, but...
Some aggressiveness there.
Here's a run for Bleacher. Jack Bleacher's going to get past his man, but a turnover there. Here's the Cosmo.
Jack Bleacher gets
Wise
it stripped.
Is going to lose possession. Although some good pressure there from the Saints.
Trinity will boot that.
Lupasi's going to have it. He's going to just kick it out of bounds.
Number 12, Stephen Saw, sophomore, really working it over there.
Somebody crossed into the box, but they were a little bit off target. That one's going to go down around the corner. As the Cosmo is going to try to clear it. Here's a good run for the Titans. Physical play there from the Cosmo, no call. He's going to get it to Jared Broussard. He's going to get it to Matt Sovich. He's going to lob one upfield for Broussard. Nothing going. Is a little bit of a dangerous play there from the Trinity keeper, but it pays off for him. Mitchell Kugelman standing between the posts. And obviously for the Saints, it's Rex Alfin, who's been a rock back there all year. And
yeah,
like
74% save after.
Yeah, it's physical play. No, again, no call.
Trinity's really student section really getting upset.
I mean, I don't think Trinity has much to complain about after the Saints had what looked like it should have been a penalty taken away from them, as we are now over 40 minutes. So we are now over 40 minutes. This half could end pretty soon.
Saints happy to have a 1-0 lead already in the championship.
Alfin's going to take it in. Yeah, the clock has stopped, so this half could end at any second. Saints are going to try to get some more.
Rex Alphen, captain of the Fox City soccer team. He is also got numerous amounts of titles bestowed upon him throughout his career here. So.
Ben Smith and Dougie Boardman are both great, but next year it's going to be pretty tough to replace Rex Alphen's production.
Yes,
because he's been so good back there for 4 years for the Saints.
The two sophomore keepers have some big shoes to fill. No doubt, though, that they will do their best to take up the position.
Here's the posse. He's going to give it away. He slips. It's going to be going for the Saints.
Ricochets off the Trinity 11 Ben Mills.
Like we mentioned, we are over the 40-minute mark, contrary to what our clock on the screen says. We apologize about that. We had some technical difficulties at the start of the stream, but
Wes Wise will get it. We've seen some of the Saints players show off the speed so far this game. Expect to see some more of that.
Here's a good run for the Saints. Taylor. He's going to make a man miss. He's going to get it to Matt Sovich. Sovich going to cross it in for Broussard.
Oh,
just over the goal. Really good look there for the Saints, and that could have added to the lead. That'll do it.
Saints finished the first half 1-0. Goal by Wes Wise to put them there.
Yeah. So we will have a exclusive interview with current Utah Jazz coach Will Hardy, but before that, we just want to thank the seniors who have given so much effort towards the St. Chris soccer program and are all playing their final games tonight. Those are Rex Alphen, Jared Broussard, Ian Cox, Parker Cushman, Bowen Hall, Cameron Kagan, Manoli Lupasi, Beck Mumford, Kyan Patel, Sajeev Patel, Eli Taylor, and Wes Wise. All, like we mentioned, all seniors playing their final games for the Saints tonight.
Special shout out to Cameron King.
Yeah, Cameron's unfortunately unavailable for the Saints tonight, but hopefully these seniors can help the Saints bring home a state championship. So we'll be back for the second half. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you for meeting with us today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man.
All right, so
how you guys doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
So I'm just gonna hop right into this. So I think the meeting is now recording. Thank you for meeting with us. So I'm gonna start off the meeting. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our first What's Next meeting of the 2022-2023 school year. Here with us today, we have St. Christopher's alum and current head coach of the Utah Jazz, Coach Will Hardy. Coach Hardy, we understand how packed your schedule is, so thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day. We are all extremely excited to have you join us today for our first club meeting.
Appreciate you guys.
The mission of our club is to teach students what careers are available and how they can best pursue them. So, Coach Hardy, when you went to Williams College to play basketball, did you have the idea that you would ever become a basketball coach, or were you thinking you would want to pursue a different career?
Yeah, honestly, when I went to college, I didn't have a grand plan for the rest of my life. Basketball was a huge part of my life then because I was playing. And honestly, I was, 18 when I graduated from St. Chris, and I really didn't have the rest of my life thought through very far. I was kind of going to school to, get an education and play basketball and sort of figure it out when I got there. I definitely, when I got there as a freshman, there were plenty of kids at Williams that seemed to sort of have the rest of their life already planned out. But my personality just isn't like that. I never really was somebody that had like a grand plan.
Yes, sir. So what made you realize, was there any specific moment that made you realize that you wanted to become a basketball coach?
Yeah, during my junior year, I got injured, and our coach spent a lot of time with me, inviting me up to the coach's offices with him and the assistants, asking me a lot of questions about what I thought about this or that, or is this too much for the team, or what do you think about this offensive concept? And he was really the one, Mike Maker, he was really the one that kind of sparked that interest for me to be a coach. So it really wasn't until my junior year of college that all of a sudden it was, oh, maybe this is even a possibility. And that being said, when I went to graduate as a senior, I had applied to jobs in like 5 different fields, and it wasn't zeroed in on just being a basketball coach. And then when I was fortunate enough to get the opportunity with the Spurs, my life sort of headed in that direction.
Yes, sir. So what major did you pursue at Williams College, and how has this helped you on your journey to becoming an NBA coach? And what classes did you find most useful for your career or just your life in general?
Wow. I was an English major at Williams, which has probably helped me not a ton being a basketball coach. Other than the fact that the way that the classes were set up, a lot of the English classes, a lot of them were discussion based. It's a lot less about what the right answer is. It was more how you interpreted things, and a lot of group discussion with the students and the teachers, which, that's a big part of coaching. It's a big part of being around a team, is there's always group dynamics and group discussions trying to kind of come to a consensus. So I would say it was more the way the classes were set up that ends up helping me now than the actual content. Like, I don't know how much Moby Dick is helping me right now.
Yes, sir. How did your assistant coaching job with the San Antonio Spurs as well as the Boston Celtics help you prepare for now being the head coach of the Jazz?
I mean, it's been everything for me in terms of my learning as a coach. I really only knew basketball as a player going through high school and college. And, I had to learn, and I'm still learning, sort of the art of coaching. Whether that's the technical, tactical part, but also some of the human leadership, kind of guiding people, managing your staff, managing the players. All of that is stuff that I had to learn, and I was lucky in San Antonio and in Boston to work for and work with, a lot of really, really good coaches that helped me along the way. I for sure would not be sitting where I am without the experiences in both those places.
Yes, sir. Is there any specific thing that you remember either Coach Popovich or Coach Udoka doing that in order to help you to get to where you are now?
I mean, there's just so many lessons along the way. I think Pop always encouraged me and all the assistants that worked for him to, find our own voice and to not try to be him. There's a fine line between learning from somebody and trying to parrot kind of who they are and what they do. I mean, I find myself saying things that he has said to the team, or phrases or things that stick with you, but I have to do it with my own personality. I have to be authentic to who I am, because the players, the staff, everybody in our organization, like it's not believable if I'm trying to be somebody else. And it's pretty easy to pick up on when people are kind of acting and not being themselves.
That makes sense. To what do you attribute your success at such a young age?
I mean, there's a lot of luck, honestly, a lot of good timing. I think a lot more is made of my age than there probably should be. I think, I've said this publicly, I don't think about it like that. I don't think about my age in that way. This is my 13th year in the NBA. And so I've had a lot of great experiences. And like I said, a lot of people that along the way have taken their time and energy to teach me and help me grow. But for things to have happened, I guess, this quickly, I'm not naive to the fact that there is some good fortune, some good timing along the way that has gotten me to this spot. I really don't believe that there is a secret recipe to getting somewhere quickly. I always just tried to do the job that I had and tried to work hard and tried to be a part of the group and try to be a good person. And so I think I accomplished that part. And then there was some good fortune along the way that kind of propelled me into some different roles and helped me get some promotions. And, here I am.
Yes, sir. When you attended St. Christopher's, what did you believe your job would be once you finished college? And now that you are an NBA coach, what would you recommend students interested in sports pursue in college?
Yeah. Honestly, man, when I was at St. Chris, I had no idea what I was going to do with my life. Like I never thought like that. Again, that's just my personality, but I never tried to get too far ahead of myself. I think sometimes people worry about the end, the end of the story too much. The middle's the best part. Like I just tried to kind of take it all as it came at me. I know there were probably times that my parents wish I had more of a long-term plan. But like, how old are you?
I'm 16.
Yeah, like again, my personality is like you shouldn't know what the rest of your life's going to look like yet, because sometimes things happen organically and you meet somebody and they introduce you to somebody else, and then this other light bulb over here goes off and you're like, oh, I never even considered that, but maybe that would be cool for me. But if you're so focused on some other outcome all the time, you can sometimes miss those things that come up. I would really encourage students now, like if you want to get into sports, you need to try to be involved in sports in college. That's not just playing. You can be a student manager. You can try to be a grad assistant once you graduate. There's a lot of grad programs at schools where you can go be a graduate assistant, but you need to try to be around team sports if you want to get involved.
We welcome you back to the second half of the VISAA state final here between the Trinity Titans and the St. Christopher Saints. The Saints took the lead in the 34th minute on a header from Wes Wise, who's, it's not surprising he's the one who put it in, as he's been incredible all year for the Saints. That goal was his 28th of the year and only about maybe 19 games. So he's averaging almost a goal and a half per game. He's been the driving force between this dangerous Saints attack. Dude, yeah. So Trinity
We'll start with the ball.
So it's gonna be lobbed up. Aggressive attack already, but Saints will take possession. Here's Kyan Patel. He's gonna get it back to Bashara. There's deflection there. Race for the ball. Alfin's gonna win it.
A little bit of a scarier play there for the Saints. And the clock is going to be a minute or two behind again. We apologize. It's going to be about 30 seconds behind for viewers, if you want to keep that in mind.
No, it's not going to be that big of a deal, but Alfin is going to try to kick it away. He's going to completely flip the field here. And they're going to get it. Wes Wise going to try to juggle it over his man, but nothing going. Wise applying pressure.
Trinity will boot it, trying to get that.
Here's a dangerous play there for the Saints, but luckily they do manage to retain possession
It looked like it was out there for a second. Maybe it wasn't. 29, Evan on the field. He's a freshman this year.
Here's a good run for the Saints. It's Broussard. Going to cut it back to the middle. He gets to Eli Taylor. Eli Taylor is going to try to make a play. He's going to try to get it. Kyan Patel. Patel tries to make a man miss, but he's going to kick it out of bounds. Ooh, they'll give it to Trinity. So here's a lot of pressure from the Saints defense as they're putting 3 men on him.
Again, Evan, the freshman, working there. Trinity, as we're seeing a lot more aggressiveness this half. No call there on, I believe that's number 9, Beck Mumford. He can get a little bit aggressive sometimes, though he has done a pretty good job so far. Trinity student section cheering them on. Number 2,
Nathan Holloway going to be taking the free kick.
Saints student section responding. Oh, never mind. It will be Flood. Colin Flood. His name is one you've heard us use a lot for Trinity.
Yeah, look for a cross into the box here. They're going to try to score the exact same way the Saints did. That one's going to be in. Alphin's going to hit it out. Big play there from Rex Alphin to try to limit any further damage, but Trinity will get possession back. They're going to cross this one in. Nothing going. Evan Broughton's going to head it out. And they're going to clear it. Big stand there from the Saints defense.
I believe that was Cushman who got the punt off. Jet Prasad trying to apply pressure, though. It's a 4v1. Number 28, Davis. Guys will...
Patel tries to get a through ball in for Wes Wise.
That will ricochet off, I believe. Ricochet off Trinity.
Hey, Andrew, zoom in and see me. Zoom in a little bit.
This one's going to be going to the Titans.
Luke Manoli there.
Wow, dangerous.
Andrew, and come down and
He got Trinity picking that up almost a little early. Could have been a
Yeah, it
handball.
looked like that could have been a handball, but there's some good defense there from Patel to cut that pass off. Kyan Patel is going to cross that one in. Patel tries to make a play. Kyan Patel, it'll slide. It'll be Trinity ball.
Luke Manoli racing into his man. He will strip the ball and kick it out of bounds.
Yeah.
Great job.
No reason to not kick that one out and just let your defense get set here. So they're gonna nobody home on that throw. Should be a goal kick for Alphen. So we're in the 45th minute here. And
Already 5 minutes in, we've seen Trinity get a chance at it. We've seen St. Chris making, I believe, about 3 pushes, 2-3 pushes. Trinity has been up and down. Hectic half.
yeah, what's important for the Saints here is winning the field position battle. If they can keep the ball out of their third of the field, here's a good run for the Saints.
West Wise to
Beck Mumford. Mumford's going to try to make a push. Beck Mumford. Across it for Broussard. Good run there from the
save
Saints.
there by
Yeah, great save there from Kugelman. But Trinity on the counter. They have a pretty good run.
that will just miss Jack Fannin.
Yeah, it looked like he slipped a little bit there. So, break for the Saints as Trinity had a very effective counterattack after the Saints got a really good look at the goal there.
Looks often about to boot it again.
They're going to head this one up. Wise going to get it to Broussard. To Jared Broussard. He's going to get it to Eli Taylor. He's going to get it to Beck Mumford. Mumford's going to make a push. He's going to cross it in. It's going to, let's see. Fighting for possession. It'll be a throw from Mumford.
That was out on number 2, Nathan Holloway, I believe. Trinity student section getting loud here.
Mumford's going to throw it in for Broussard. Nobody home. Good clearance there from the Titans. Cushman's going to kick it out of bounds.
Jack Fannin for Trinity's run there. Number 13, Hayes Shepard will toss it in for the...
There's Taylor. He's going to try to get it to Mumford. Good slide there from Ian Cox. Dangerous plays. He already got a warning from the refs. Physical play there. No call. Trinity ball. Here's a good through ball.
And that's going to be out.
Let's see who they give it to. I don't know why he's trying to play on, but...
Goal kick,
goal
I
kick,
believe.
yes. To Rex Alphen. He's going to boot it away here. Like we mentioned, Saints need to win the field position battle. If they can keep the ball out of their third of the field, then you have to feel very good about their chances to win this game.
Yes. St. Chris hoping to maybe get a little bit of an insurance goal here.
Yeah.
We've already seen...
Going up 2-0 with how good Alphen and their overall, just not just Alphen, how good their defense is overall. Going up 2-0 would feel really good right here. So here's Patel, Kyan Patel. He's gonna cross it over. Nobody home though.
Number 20, Seth
Yes.
Liskey.
Here's a good run for Trinity. As here's Fannin. He's gonna lose the ball. It's gonna go out of bounds. It'll be a throw for the Saints.
Sigh for there from Saints fans.
Yeah, I mean, Trinity's attacked pretty well this half. They've gotten into the Saints' third of the field, and Saints are just lucky that Trinity hasn't really gotten any shots up.
Yeah, I mean, a good combination of defense, luck, and miscommunication among some of the Trinity's offense has...
It's going to be headed. It's going to stay in bounds as DeCosmo tries to sell it, but it will be a throw for the Titans. We're approaching the 49th minute here. Still a 1-0 lead for the Saints. Came off a 34th minute header from Wes Wise.
Wes Wise will
He's just gonna,
kick that down the
he's
field.
just going to clear that one out.
And that misses number 2, Nathan Holloway, Saints ball.
Not exactly sure what happened there. Looked like he might have just whiffed on it.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the field's at all wet from the previous rainstorms, so maybe a little used with the last 2 games. Trinity trying to say that it was a handball.
Yeah, not sure about that one. But something that could be playing a factor right now is obviously this cold weather. As let's see, get you guys a quick weather report. It's in the 40s right now, so
Better than the original 32 they were forecasting a week ago. Good cut through there.
Here's a good run for the Titans.
Manoli racing in.
Oh, and that one hits the side of the net.
It looked like it was a goal from here in the student section, but
yeah, you guys probably hear the Trinity student section. They got very loud, but obviously,
student section then exploding.
Yeah, obviously you can't hit a ball in the left side of the goal from that angle. So
There appears to be a corner kick.
Interesting call. I don't think Alphen got a piece of that, but they will give a corner to Trinity. They're gonna get this one in.
Rex Alphen on the sting.
Cushman's gonna clear it. Sovic going out to try to fight for possession. Matt Sovic is he's gonna be beat there. Pretty good. Another run here for the Titans, and Alphen's gonna take it in. Like we mentioned, playing in his final game with the Saints, Rex Alphen. He's a Bucknell commit. He's been so incredible all year for them.
Looks like there's a little bit there of tension between number 20, Seth Maliski, and Rex
Alphen's gonna get this one way down the field. Sovic in the intended area. That's gonna go to bounds. It'll be a throw for the Saints.
Freshman Nate will take that, or not Nate, Evan. Apologize. I was thinking of the 8th grader Nate and JV. I did mostly JV soccer streams, so Right of there. That will be out on the Saints. Trinity ball. So, Edison, how do you think the Saints have reacted to not having Cameron King here today?
Yeah, obviously not having Cameron. It's been a huge loss, but we've seen some guys like Bashara, Lukasi, Cushman. They've all stepped up, so that's been big for them. They had a pretty good run there. The through ball for Wise was a little bit off. Physical play, no call. Oh, no, there will be a call. Taylor's not happy about it, but it'll be a free kick for the Titans. The refs tried to play advantage, but there was just nothing there, so.
I mean, it's going to be about half field. It's not likely that Trinity can get a goal from over half midfield with all of the Saints defense and Rex Alfin in front of the goal, but maybe expect a cross. Flood might be able to come in and try to make something out.
Here's a look for the Titans. He tries to go over the shoulder.
And that will be over the goal.
So.
Kind of hit the goal though from up here, what looked like it might have been in.
Yeah, that looked like a little bit of a force right there for the Titans, and I mean maybe they're starting to kind of get desperate as we are approaching the 53rd minute here. They're gonna have roughly 27 minutes to try to put one in the back of the net, or else their season's gonna end. So
yeah,
maybe they're starting to get a little bit desperate as that one's gonna go out of bounds. It'll be a throw. Matt Sovich gonna throw it in.
Soccer, the last of the fall season's continuing. Football, unfortunately, lost in the semifinals this week in the Benedictine. Cross country finished second after the much missed absence of 4 o'clock, one of the best runners in the school. Wes Wise not looking happy there about what happened.
Here's a run for the Titans. Rex Alfin. A little bit of risky play there to come that far out of goal, but pays off as he's going to regain possession. There's a very good defensive play by Cushman. He's shoved down, no call. Oh. Looks like the refs were just trying to play advantage. Nothing there.
Trinity student section getting a little bit rowdy. So, big boot there for the Saints.
Just Wise tries to get it in. Nobody home. Now it's Eli Taylor was the nearest there.
A lot of pressure there on Trinity to just get it out of their own half of the field. St. Chris is not going to make it easy to get any opportunity to score, much less a good one. At this point, I think the St. Chris defense has just started pointing that their direction, even if it isn't. Not quite sure. Last one they didn't do it. Last one looked a little odd.
Looks like he might have slipped there. They're going to try to get it to Sovich. Here's a good run for Trinity. Really good job by Parker Cushman to keep that one out. Still alive for the Titans.
St. Chris forcing the Titans to play outside. Kind of play on the exterior of the St. Chris half.
Yeah. And like we've said, if you can keep them out of your third of the field, good things will happen. As the Saints have done just that. As we are now in the 56th minute, that one's going up for Fanning. He's going to make a play on it.
Manoli, I think.
Not sure.
I think there will be a kick for Trinity.
No, that wasn't a foul. He ran into him. It'll be a throw, though.
Substitution number 4, Beckett, entering the field for Parker Cushman. Beckett, another one of the great junior defenders. Expect to hear a lot of his name next year in the soccer season.
Yeah, next year's going to be a little bit of a retooling year for the Saints, obviously, with all the seniors we mentioned. I mean, losing all 4 of Cox, Broussard, Patel, and Wise is obviously going to hurt their attack a lot. But
yeah, though.
Speaking of Wise, tried to make a play there, but Jack Bleacher.
Good news.
Hawks
though,
tries to
for
make a
the
run.
Saints.
Here's a decent look for the Titans. Sovic nearly came up behind and stole it.
That will be out on Trinity's Sacred third.
Luckily,
Luckily, though, for the Saints.
Ooh, physical play there. And it looked like that went out of bounds, but that one will go out of bounds. It'll be a throw for St. Christopher's.
This game getting very aggressive, but 29, Evan, who's a freshman, I think, though, the Edison's point about so many great seniors being gone, I think the remedy to that is the amount of freshmen on the team and the amount of sophomores on the team. So
Yeah. Also, the JV team was also very dominant this year, so, I mean, it's not like there's a lack of talent past the varsity level. Here's a good run for the Saints. Gonna try to cross it in for Wise. Here's Sovic. Gets it back for Cox. A little bit of a miss hit right there. I don't think he got all of that ball. Unfortunate for the Saints is they had a pretty good run going, but it'll be a Trinity ball here as we approach the 58th minute.
yeah, I don't think he had quite too much pressure to get quite enough momentum in the direction as he would have liked on that ball, but still a good look there. Chance of 5-up Big Red coming from the St. Chris student section.
That one's going to be kicked down from the Titans. They're going to try to get it to Broussard. Nothing going, though.
Even the St. Chris offense at this point is almost playing defense.
Yeah. They're not taking any massive risks here, just trying to... Because, I mean, if they can keep Trinity off the board, then there's no way to lose the game. It's a pretty good run here from Broussard. He's going to be tripped up. It'll be a free kick for the Saints, I believe. Looks like they will produce a card. Wow. That's
the game, I think.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the first card I've seen a ref produce all year. So, I mean,
I think the first of the playoffs.
definitely the first of all the playoff games for the Saints, but I mean, a yellow's not really going to do much. Maybe we'll just cause him to play with a little bit more caution. No, a little more caution.
Oh, the
yeah.
Trinity player.
Yeah, for the Trinity player. And
St. Chris student section, though, using that as momentum.
So here's Mumford. He's going to be taking this free kick. Look for a cross in for Wise or Broussard here.
Looks like the Saints are not putting all the people up there.
Yeah,
to try to
I mean, they're
cross
just
it.
going to keep some people back. They're going to cross it in for Broussard.
And that's
Excuse me, that was Eli Taylor taking that kick, not Beck Mumford, but I believe they're going to be calling an offsides on the Saints.
Jack Fannin on the boot there out of Trinity territory. That will be a goal kick for Trinity?
No, it'll be a free kick as someone was offsides. I'm not exactly sure who it was. As
Jack Leach, I believe. Yeah.
here's a good run for the Titans. So they're going to try to get the through ball in, but nothing's going.
That was number 20, Seth.
Pickett Schofield cleared it out. We are now in the 60th minute, so 20 minutes left in this game to decide the state champion. Saints holding on to a 1-0 lead off a 34th minute header from Wes Wise, but this game could obviously go either way. Because a 1-0 lead can be erased in seconds. So they're going to try to get it to Broussard. Nothing going, but at least they did clear it out.
Yeah. Manoli there was, I think, got a good header in. That will be off of the Trinity. That will be Saints ball.
Yeah.
I think it was a little bit of a ricochet. It's sometimes with multiple players on the edge of the field, it gets tough to tell. And we got a substitution. I think Manoli's going to come out here. Kellen Welch is going to come in.
So we are halfway done with this second half, and pretty uneventful so far. I don't know if either team's even gotten a shot up yet, which that's exactly what the Saints want, as if Trinity can't get a shot up, they can't win the game,
Wes
obviously.
Wise.
It's Wise with a pretty good run. Here's Wes Wise!
Oh!
That's going to be a penalty for the Saints!
Penalty kick for this.
No, you're good. Harris, I have a call. I have a call scripted for this, so let me take this.
Crowd going wild for the Saints.
Yeah, huge play there for the Saints. It's going to be Wes Wise. It's going to be Wes Wise from the spot. He's been so great all year for the Saints. He's trying to put them up 2-0 to double the lead here in the 62nd minute. From the spot, Wes Wise. Saints leading scorer with 28 goals. Here he is from the spot. Puts it in! Lightning strikes, 2-0 Saints. Wes Wise been dominant all season, 29th goal of the year. And just like that, the Saints have doubled the lead, and they're feeling very good now.
Student section going wild there.
Yeah, Wise. I mean, it almost felt like there's no doubt he was going to score there. Normally, I don't know the rate for high school players, but I know in the pros it's about a 75% conversion rate, and Wise made it look easy there, as the keeper really stood no chance.
I believe, though, that's the second time against Trinity that Wes has scored a penalty kick. I believe the first time was to put them in a 1-0 lead.
Yeah. So the game at Jacobs Field, it was 0-0 in about the 32nd minute, I believe. West got a penalty there. That put them up 1-0. This one puts them up 2-0 in the 62nd. And just like that, the Saints have to be feeling very good about their chances to come out on top in this one.
Saints are going to be playing a little aggressive.
Yeah.
Trinity trying to do everything in the world to get that in. That will be Saints ball, though. Number 29, Evan will be throwing that in. Again, he's a freshman. Great to see some of the young talent on the team.
At this point for the Saints, they just have to focus on not making mistakes. Not making any over-aggressive mistakes. As if Trinity wants to take on your whole defense and someone makes a great run and beats you, that's great. But you can't make any big mistakes like giving them a penalty. As here's a run for Fanning. He's gonna get this one in. Lupasi is gonna get it out. It'll be a goal kick for Alfin.
I believe there might have been Rex, I think, was petitioning for an offsides there. He was holding up his hand.
Yeah, doesn't matter either way, as it'll be essentially the same result.
Saints will get to move the ball down the field.
Yeah.
And if you're the Saints off play on the field right now, I mean, your primary goal must be just to play keep away.
Yeah. I mean, as much as you can, you want to keep the ball on your outside of your third of the field. So if you can keep the ball in the middle or near Trinity's goal, that's a win for you. Obviously Trinity is going to have a pretty tough time scoring if they can't get the ball near the goal. So here's Wise. He's going to give it away.
I believe that's also, to note, West's 29th goal of the season.
Yeah.
Second goal of this game. Saints get a free kick.
Me Ian Cox Oh no, excuse me. Will not be Ian Cox taking it.
Beckett, I
It'll
believe.
be Beckett Schofield, I believe. Yeah, I think you're right. Either him or Evan Broughton. Yeah, it's going to be Schofield. So, I don't think they're going to try anything crazy here. Probably just a short pass or a cross in, as it will be a cross for Wise. Wise going to try to get it to Patel. Some physicality going on. So here's Broussard. Nothing going, though. And it will be it'll be a free kick for the Titans, as Broussard got a little bit over-aggressive there.
Beckett, great defensive player, both soccer and lacrosse. Expect to hear his name both this spring and next fall, as he's a junior. Great things to come from him. Jet Broussard really playing up, hoping to maybe get one last goal at his high school career.
Here's a good run for the Saints. Beck Mumford. Oh, looked like he slipped there. These fields are probably pretty hard right now with cold temperatures, so.
Yeah, a little bit. That must have been so scary for the Trinity having.
Yeah, that looked like a very good run for the Saints there. As another goal here would essentially be the nail in the coffin. With only 14 minutes left in this game, it would be pretty hard to envision Trinity coming back down 3-0. So.
Yeah. Beck Mumford also, I believe, has had 5 goals this season.
Yeah. Mumford hasn't scored a ton of goals, but he has made some very important passes.
Yep.
And sometimes the assist is something that's just as important as the goal, or just as impressive as the goal. Yeah, that's second on the team, I believe. But in the winner that Ian Cox hit against Trinity, what goes overlooked is Beck Mumford made an incredible play to keep the ball from going out of bounds. He made a sliding pass that got to Cox and set up Cox with a very easy shot to win the game. So
I think Beck Mumford is one of the unsung heroes of this team. The Trinity side student section was very unhappy about the call to let St. Chris have a free kick, though.
So you're standing on the run.
West Wise,
That's
not
Matt Sovich.
Yes.
There's Ian Cox with a great play. Ian Cox has been playing for Sewanee next year. He's a very good player.
St. Chris choking Trinity out there with, I believe, what looked like a 3-on-1.
Here's Cox. He's going to get a through ball, and Jared Broussard crosses open. As physical play, and then another penalty.
West Wise will take this.
Yeah, Wise is going to have another opportunity from the spot. Rex is fired up right now. And if West can put this one in, it would essentially wrap up this game. Wes Wise looking for his 30th goal of his senior season in a goal that could essentially wrap up this state championship game. He's been the Saints leader all year. He's led the attack. Wes Wise from the spot. Wow. Oh. Really good hit there. Great contact, but just a little bit over the bar, and looked like they might have clipped the bar, and that will leave a little bit of hope alive for the Titans as they have 12 minutes left to come try to tie this game.
Probably a little unhappy not to be able to finish out with a nice round number 30.
I mean, who knows? He still has 12 minutes, and with how he's played this year, I would not be shocked if he did add one to get back to 30. Yeah.
Saints, I think, also have proven to be a second half team so far too. Scoring their one goal last.
Here's Wise. He's gonna get a through ball for Broussard. Jared Broussard is nearly there, and if that connected, it would have been a 3-goal basically, but
that is
a little bit off there from Jarrett, or from on the, excuse me, not on from Jarrett, from West.
Mitchell, Trinity's goalie, will just block at that out of bounds right at the half.
So we're in the 70th minute here. 2-0 lead for the Saints. We apologize, we forgot to change the scoreboard out, but yeah, so 2-0 lead for the Saints. Harris, what do you think they need to do to hold on and win the state championship?
Honestly, I think they just need to play keep away. Let keep Manoli or Beckett back to play some defense, maybe to Cosmo, Bashava, and then just put all of them in forward. Keep Trinity from being able to get any boots or any real runs before the St. Chris defense can reestablish.
Yeah. So, you guys could probably hear it. Actually, I'm not sure if you could, but as Jared Broussard checked out of the game, he got a very nice ovation from this crowd. He's been a great player. Here was a good look for Matt Sovich, but a little bit off on the pass. But Jared's been a great player. Tonight is his final game, as he's obviously a senior. Saints program is really going to miss him next year. He's been incredible all year, but hopefully the Saints can end off his and all the other seniors' careers with bringing home the state championship, as they have about 9 minutes left to hold on to a 2-0 lead. Crazier things have happened, but if the Saints play their game, they have to be feeling pretty good. As here's a good run. That was to Cosmo.
So yeah, but good recognition of Jip.
Here's a nice run for Trinity. Gonna try to get it in.
Oh!
Wow, what a play from the Saints. That was Matt Sovich. It looked like a sure goal after it slipped out of Alphin's grabs, but Matt Sovich keeps it out and keeps the Saints lead at 2-0. Wow. What a play from Sovic.
Tyler Overstreet here. He is a freshman.
Yeah.
Playing defense back. I think we're going to see a little bit of substitutions here as we finish the game off with a 2-0 lead. Maybe maybe Bowen Holland. He's a senior who hasn't gotten a ton of playing time. We've seen him several times this season.
But,
maybe get to see him in.
And this game's not over, obviously. Here's a pretty good run. Alpin's going to take it in. This game's not over, obviously, but from a Trinity perspective, they had something going for them, and for them to come so close but just be denied by not the keeper, defender. So that has to feel like whatever momentum they had going for them has just vanished. And
I mean, they would have come into the game very excited. They just had beaten Collegiate, which was #1 in the state at that point, which had beat St. Chris.
Yeah, Collegiate was undefeated
5-3.
coming into that game, I believe.
One loss against St. Chris, I think.
No, we beat Collegiate. Or we lost to Collegiate. That game was here at City Stadium. Collegiate took down the Saints in a very good game, 5-3. I stand corrected. Collegiate actually had 2 losses coming into that game, but they'd still been they were ranked #1 in the state for a reason. That Collegiate team was very, very good, and Trinity's also very good. But yeah. I mean, during the Potomac broadcast, I was talking about how, as this would be a free kick for the Titans, I was talking about how any of the 4 teams remaining, whether that was Collegiate, Trinity, St. Christopher's, or Potomac, could win this tournament, and I would not be surprised. These were all 4 very, very good teams, and luckily for us, it's looking like at this point the Saints are going to be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah. So, I mean, Addison, you've seen this whole team in the last couple of games. What are your thoughts and feelings about just anything in the last couple of games?
I mean, this is one of the most impressive teams I've seen from the Saints. Not just from soccer, from any sport. As this team, other than that one collegiate game, they've basically, other than the one collegiate game, they haven't lost a game all year. So they've been one of the most dominant, not just Saints soccer teams, Saints teams overall that I've ever watched. It's been a pleasure to cover so many of their games, and I'm really hoping they can end this one off with the right way and take home the state title as we're now approaching the 74th minute. As you see Ian Cox coming off the field there, he's trying to get the student section to get loud. I think everyone in the stadium knows the stakes right now.
Trinity getting another shot here, another free kick. They're going to work on trying to maybe get 1 goal in here. They've had 2 of these shots now, but Saints defense backed by Rex Alphen has proven, and there's another great stop by Rex.
Like you mentioned, this will be Alphen's final game for the Saints, and he's ended his career on a very high note as he's already pitched 2 shutouts in the first 2 games of this tournament, and if results hold, he very well could get a 3rd. He's going to get it. Eli Taylor. Denied by the keeper. It'll be a
corner for St. Chris. Saints have to be pretty excited here, though. Not a ton of people in here on the kick, and it was not a cross, but instead it's a.
Normally on those corners, you've seen them try to get Wes Wise or Jerry Broussard involved with an opportunity for a header.
Whoa, I think Trinity might have been a little aggressive there with the ball Saints throwing. But I think right here the Saints are really just playing it safe, maybe trying to get a shutout. Whatever the goal is, they are just gonna play it
Physical
safe.
play.
And that, I
as-
think, is going to be
As
Saints ball
yeah,
again.
as Charlie Kemp's gonna go over and have a talk with the referee. He is not happy about that call. As
West Wise just
yeah,
got pushed, I believe.
not sure.
I think
Not sure what was
Trinity-
going on there. Trinity, yeah, not the greatest display of sportsmanship. As Wise was just trying to set up the free kick, and
I think
I believe that was Flood went and just shoved him over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That will be, I think
I'm-
maybe a little too much adrenaline, little too much frustration
Yeah.
in this game.
not sure. Surprised we didn't see a cause. Wes is gonna taunt the Trinity player a little bit, but I'm surprised we didn't see a call. I mean, on a play like that, you'd expect to see
And
maybe a red.
display of strength there.
Yeah, Wise managed to keep him out, but Trinity will retain possession for now. Or no, let's see. Let's see what's going on here. It'll be a throw for the Saints. Yeah.
At
So
this
we are
point, I think
now
Saints are just playing keep
2.5
away.
minutes left in regulation. Here's a good run for the Titans.
So I believe there has been almost no stoppage time, so expect maybe a minute of stoppage time, I'd say.
Here's Patel.
He re-entered the field relatively recently.
Yeah.
That looked like a little bit of a hold.
Here's
Trinity
Mumford.
Oh!
Physical play.
Trinity is...
Yeah, Trinity's Trinity.
Trinity's
Yeah,
just
they're
going
just
all
laying it. They're just laying it all out on the field now.
I think they're showing a little
They-
bit of the dominance the football team has been showing this season.
Yeah.
Dominant football team.
Is that football team's incredible? They're most likely going to be coming away with the state championship on. As Alphen
with a
keeps it
stop.
out. But yeah, that Trinity team is incredible. They're most likely going to be coming out with the state championship this Saturday. They're playing Benedictine, but
Yep.
yeah. So
Trinity hoping to win 2 years in a row after a little bit of an upset last season with Saints losing to Benedictine. I believe Trinity came back to beat Benedictine that game. Trinity looking
really
for a
good
goal.
move there.
Beckett.
Saints keep it out.
Yeah, I believe that was Beckett. Wes Wise just looking to
Yeah, Wise is just trying to
play
burn
keep
some
away.
time here.
Back
As
to
Mumford
Mumford.
and Wise are just gonna pass it back to each other.
almost
Here's
like they're in a
Wise.
practice here, just playing passes back and forth. Jack Bleacher going in there. Jack Bleacher made the team as a freshman, only member of the class of 25 to make it as a freshman. He is a great soccer player and
Way out,
extremely
Alphen.
fast.
Gonna take it in. We're approaching full time here, and
40
the Saints
seconds left.
are coming very close to victory.
When we win, just let me take it at the start, and then I'll give it to you. Yeah, when I stop talking.
That will be Trinity's ball, I think.
Yeah, it'll be a throw for the Titans. And I mean, even though it's not looking great for them, credit to them. They've played a very good game with the Saints. They've had a very good season overall, and they're one of the best. They're one of the best teams in the state. Obviously, they wouldn't be here if that wasn't true. And even though it's looking like the Saints will come out as state champion, credit to Trinity. So, assuming no miraculous comeback happens here, the Saints will be taking home their 5th state championship.
Trinity ball. We have reached the 80th minute.
Yeah. So at this point, yeah, it's getting near the end. The whistle's got to blow soon enough, as we didn't have that much stoppage time for injuries. I mean, I guess we did have those 2 penalties, so those added a couple minutes, but
Yeah,
I mean,
I would assume
nothing
2
substantial.
minutes, probably.
This one's gonna be
Manoli
that's gonna be cleared out by,
and
I believe that was West Wise.
yeah, Manoli and West. Manoli with the header, West with the big kick.
Yeah.
West has done it all for this
Yeah.
team, though.
Wow, and a diving
Diving.
header. I mean, it didn't amount to anything, but still an impressive showing there from Wise. As,
I mean, he's done it all for the
Saints
team.
are just gonna
Offense,
clear it out.
defense.
yeah, Wise is a guy the Saints are really gonna miss going forward. He has been incredibly good this year.
Trinity student section trying to get something. They look.
Yeah. Thought they called the game for a second, but it'll be a free kick for the Saints. Looks like Alvin's gonna take it.
No surprise there. He has a very strong leg. I see Redmond has emerged in the student section.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah. Nobody knows who the mysterious red man is, but
no.
there's a good run for Trinity, but it'll be shot down.
Trinity throwing it in. I believe
Yeah, they're gonna
Noli.
head it out. Wise gonna clear it. I mean, eventually this game has to end. It's not like it's a situation where Trinity can easily tie this. I mean, eventually the refs just gotta call it.
We are 2 minutes.
That one's gonna go
in.
out. Subs are gonna come in. It'll be Bleacher coming in for the Saints. Let's see who comes off. Maybe Wes Wise to give so they can give him a standing ovation.
Good
Oh
show
no,
of sportsmanship.
yeah, it'll be Bashara coming off.
Good show of sportsmanship there from Trinity, setting Alvin up for the free kick. Always good to see in the face of defeat.
I'm not sure that was what they were going for, but as Bashara will come off, Steven Bashara is only a sophomore, has played a massive impact on this team, and he's a big reason why it's looking like we will be state champions. Here's a good run.
St. Student section getting riled up.
Let's see.
St. Chris will get
Man,
the
they're
ball.
letting it go. And that'll
that
do
is the
it.
game.
The St. Christopher Saints, for the 5th time in school history, are the state champions. And what a game. What a season for the Saints. Capped off 2 goals from Wes Wise. A clean sheet once again from Rex Alphen. He goes the entire tournament without allowing one to reach the back of the net. And that'll do it. The St. Christopher Saints are going to be state champions. And what a season. I couldn't think of a more deserving team, as they've just steamrolled everyone they played all year. As you can see them going down to storm the field. And what a win. What a team.
I mean, what a season for St. Chris. What a season for St. Chris. I see Ben Smith ecstatically running into the crowd.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw this team go from the second round determined to receiving the state championship with the great student section. I mean, Edison, what are your thoughts on this great run by the Saints?
Yeah. I mean, this game was a great one to call, and it perfectly encapsulates the Saints team this year. I mean, their main force in attack has been Wes Wise, as he, in his final game in a Saints uniform, puts up 2 goals, and then Rex Alphen pitched in a clean sheet, and I mean, he's done it all for the Saints this year. He's going to be going to Bucknell next year. He's been incredible, and I don't know who's going to start in goal next year. It's going to be one of Ben Smith or Dougie Boardman in all likelihood, and they're going to have some big shoes to fill as Alphen departs. So that'll do it. Saints 2, Titans nothing, and we just want to take 1 second to thank all the seniors: Rex Alphen, Jarrett Broussard, Ian Cox, Parker Cushman, Bowen Hall, Cameron King, Manoli Lupasi, Kyan Patel, and Sajeev Patel. Their careers are all done, but they ended it in the best way you could with a state championship. So,
I mean, you can see now the teams like getting in, hugging each other, just joining together. Coach Wood at the center. They, I mean, ecstatic to be able to share these last moments as a team together. Be ecstatic to be able to enjoy this victory. Coach Wood looks happy to have been able to secure another win. From what I've heard, Coach Wood has been one of the main reasons this team has been able to lead to victory. I heard Ben Smith the other day talking about how Coach Wood holds his guys to such a high standard, and we can see how that pays off here with West Wise, Rex Alphen, Jips, Ian Cox, all of them just playing to the fullest potential. And they will now shake hands with Trinity. Great fought game by them. Shout out to the Trinity seniors who will be leaving this year. Tough loss for them, but
this was the 4th time the Saints and the Titans matched up, and all 4 of those matchups delivered. As first game was at the Menno Classic. Trinity won that one in penalties. Second one was at St. Christopher's. Saints won that on the 82nd minute. Ian Cox winner. Third one was at Trinity. Trinity equalized that one in extra time. And then the fourth one, the most important one, the state championship here at City Stadium. The Saints came out off 2 West Wise goals. They came out with a 2-0 win. And incredible team, incredible season, incredible way to finish it for the Saints.
Students looking ecstatic here. Great showing by the students. Shout out to all the people that came tonight. I know it's been cold. I know the weather has not been the greatest, but here they are, joining with their fellow students here in the clasp of victory.
Yeah.
I mean, what a sight to behold.
Yeah,
The
I mean,
enjoyment.
the Saints have such an incredible senior classes. All of those guys, both on and off the field, have left a big impact on this school, and no better way for them to end off their soccer careers than standing on the pitch as state champions.
Yep, and I think you can see some of the football seniors also congratulating John Miles, Max Warner. I mean, all those guys led the student section tonight. Shout out to all of them for coming out here and just supporting the teammates as the soccer team did with the football team. I mean, just great school spirit. I mean, this is probably parallel, I would say, to almost the collegiate game with the student involvement. Maybe not as many people, but just as much spirit. And it paid off yet again. We got to see St. Chris take this one home. And I want to thank Edison Columbia, who's been on all 3 of the playoff game calls. He has done a great job. Thank you.
It was a joy to call these. Such a great team. I had so much fun calling all the games that I did this year, and no better way for them to end it off than as state champions. This is obviously going to be the final fall stream. Thank you all for tuning in all year, and we look forward to giving you guys some more good streams this winter.
Passing the torch on
Yeah.
to SID, folks.
Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Soccer, 5th time, state champions. We'll see you this winter.
2022.
Ladies and gentlemen, good shot. Personal record.
We finished it just below 2,000.
The Saints
Yeah.
have won